Also happening this hour, the President meets Louisiana's Governor, John Bel Edwards, in the Oval Office. If he's got any news headlines coming out of that meeting, you will get that real fast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now this. Two events demonstrate the difficulty of enforcing the lockdown rules. I'm going to start with this. The spectacular flyover by the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels. Two formations of F-16s flew over New York City and Philadelphia. They weren't the problem. It was the crowds who lined the streets, some without masks and many ignoring social distance rules. Tough call for the police. The crowds gathered all over the place, stretched out for miles. Now, in this situation, enforcing the rules is very difficult, if not impossible. Does that mean no more flyovers? No more fireworks displays? Well, that's an option. That's a consideration here. The second event was this: a funeral last night for an Orthodox rabbi who had died from the virus. Hundreds of people gathered in Brooklyn, and they were real close together. The police broke it up. Mayor de Blasio issued sharply worded tweets, including this. He said, "My message to the Jewish community and all communities is this simple. The time for warnings is past." He threatens arrests. He's put himself in a difficult position. What happens this weekend if the weather is good and New Yorkers pour out of their homes and apartments and gather in crowds, they get too close together, all in Central Park? What's he going to do? This is true anywhere in the country where social distancing rules apply, and that's just about everywhere. But across the country, businesses are reopening. The restraints are coming off. As we've said all week long, cabin fever is meeting spring fever, and we are getting out and about. Can we enjoy the spring responsibly? We'd better, because a spike in new cases would mean a second wave and perhaps a new and more crippling lockdown. Nobody wants that. Surely the answer is this: wash your hands, wear a mask, and keep your distance. That minimizes risk. And if you're still worried, stay home. One last point. It does not help when public officials ignore their own rules, like Vice President Mike Pence at the Mayo Clinic yesterday. He should have worn a mask. He didn't. We should all obey the rules. Coming out this week, we can have our cake and we can eat it too. Now, here's the president with the Louisiana governor.
Now that